What's your best truth or dare gone wrong moment? Uni, all drunk. Friend dared his girlfriend to make out with another chick. She did. Awesome. She likes it. They flirt, talk a lot during drinking. End of night comes, they go home, back to her dorm room together. My friend, the boyfriend, isn't invited. Weeks later, girlfriend actually leaves him to be with the other girl. Myself included. The party was 3 guys and 3 girls. When the game started getting steamier and we had taken most of our clothes off, a guy asks one of the girls and she chose dare. I dare you to make out with me in the bedroom along with the 2 other girls. They went with him. The other guy and I spent the next hour playing Soul Calibur in our underwear. Girl picked truth. Her boyfriend asked who was the best F she ever had. She named his brother. She was drunk and told the truth, but he was super pissed. We got to watch the whole thing. Turns out it was before she was dating him, but he was still upset. Young, like 11 or 12, playing truth or dare with my friends outside at my house. One friend dares me to piss in the bird bath, which was in plain sight of where my parents and neighbors could see. I do it, he thinks it's funny. Next time it comes around to him, he chooses dare. Other friend dares him to drink the water in the bird bath. That went wrong on him quick. Middle school, Buddy was dared to go into a closet and kiss this girl. Long time goes by, so we check on them. He was so nervous he pissed himself and they were trying to clean up the mess with the clothes that were hanging up. Not me, but I remember a post about someone being dared to go home, and they did. I remember this. He was at the crush's house and she dared him to leave. A moment of silence for the poor guy. Senior year in high school, was dared to kiss the girl I had a crush on. She was a very shy person to begin with, and her friends totally set the whole thing up to get us together because she liked me a lot. Go in to kiss her and she blushes furiously, farts loudly, and then scrambles to her feet and runs away crying. Friend and I are home from college getting drunk. 16-year-old sister walks in with her girlfriends who wants us to play truth or dare. Friend and I agree we are already intoxicated. Not even 3 dares in, one of the girls is dared to kiss my friend. He gets up and walks out of the room exclaiming, "I will not go to jail." One of the few times I was invited to a girl's birthday party with only 2 other guys and maybe 7 girls. The girls all decided to play truth or dare spin the bottle mashup. It also began to dawn on me that the birthday girl had a crush on me and this was all a setup. I had no idea how to kiss, and I pulled one of the guys that I was friends with aside and asked him to help me out of this. He told me he'd help me out, but I'd owe him big time. We went back in and sat down. After several truths and small dares from the other girls, the birthday girl spun the bottle and it landed on me. She dared me to kiss her for 5 seconds. As we began to lean in, a horrid smell hit all our nostrils. My friends set off a stink bomb in the trash can and forced us all to leave the room. We all laughed it off and I decided it was late enough to leave. The girl had to throw out the trash can, but I got out of having my first kiss with a cute girl I had a crush on. In 6th grade, before English class, my friends were playing spin the pencil or truth or dare and coming up with stuff that could be done in class. The pencil landed on a girl as she was coming into class and they dared her to kiss me. She said she'd rather kiss the floor. She actually kissed the floor. During a drinking game of truth or dare with a bunch of friends, the shortest, most timid girl of our group was dared to eat yogurt from the fattest guy's belly button in our group. After about a minute of convincing, she went for it and immediately started puking all over the guy. Early high school, got dared to kiss the girl next to me. She recoiled in embarrassment or fear, so I lost the dare. Joke's on her, 12 years later we met in a bar and now we're in a relationship. Played truth or dare with my friends in high school. I was dared to go around my apartment building selling underwear. One guy opened the door and was actually genuinely interested in buying a 16-year-old girl's underwear until his wife came out and started yelling at him. Me and my friends quickly left, but I'm pretty sure I caused a huge fight between them. It was at a girl's birthday party, super conservative religious parents. She had been talking for weeks about how she got a tattoo without her parents' knowledge on her butt, and was dared to prove it to us, her skeptical friends. She agreed by bending over the card table we were at so everything waist down was out of view, dropping her pants, and told me to confirm. I was standing behind this girl with her pants around her knees, bent over a table while the other people were laughing and cheering, when her mother came downstairs and opened the door and saw this. Just after I turned 21, I had a housewarming party and invited a bunch of people. Some I knew well, others not so much, all drinking. Up next was a guy that I was peripheral friends with, but didn't know that well, and he chose dare. The darer was a bit of a dick, and likewise dared peripheral friend to slap me in the face with his weenie. We got him back behind me doing the same to the original darer, and that started a friendship that has resulted in being each other's best man and godparents to children. Best case scenario for getting a dick slap to the face I can think of, honestly. My friends and I used to play truth or dare at the hospital. For reference, we were in our late teens, old enough so we couldn't do this at home with our parents in the next room, but not old enough to hang out at bars. So we chose the hospital parking lot because it was a big place where people left us alone. We'd play this game in our parked car. Yes, it's all very weird, but puts the story in perspective. One cold and miserable winter night, a guy in our group was dared to exit the vehicle naked and run a single lap around the car. He was pretty crazy, so this was no big deal. The guy, let's call him Herman, stripped down and jumped out of the car, ran a lap, and then tried to open the door again. But for some reason, this triggered the car alarm, with the rest of us sitting inside. Instead of climbing back in, Herman decided to run into a little area near the main building, crouching down near one of those cages that holds the gas meters and electrical equipment. It looked like the opening scene of The Terminator. While Herman hid behind the cage in some bushes, a security guard came out of nowhere and walked toward the car. By this time, the alarm had stopped. He stared at our car from a distance, saw nobody near it, and somehow didn't notice us sitting inside. Turned around and left. As soon as the guard vanished, Herman came sprinting back to the vehicle across the icy parking lot and was spotted by someone else who began yelling. He jumped back in and we sped off. That was our last night hanging out at the hospital. Back in college, a bunch of us got together and played. Much liquor was involved. One guy dared the other fart in the face of the other. Well, it's not so easy to fart on command, so the guy is there trying to fart. Well, after much pushing and stomach squeezing, he said, "Okay, going to fart," bent over, pointed his ass at the other guy's face, and sharted all over his face and head. Some drunk guy in a bar dared me to do a stupid thing that I don't even remember. I was drunk too. I said no. He punched me in the face and went back to his drinking, leaving me on the ground. To this day, I have no idea why he did that, but I remember that it was hurting a lot despite me being drunk too. Was playing Truth or Dares and got dared to lick the bare inner thigh of a girl I liked. Just as I was about to do it, she went pale and ran away to the toilet to throw up for a few minutes. I was pretty gutted until somebody pointed out that a couple of minutes before she had been dared to eat a daffodil. We thought she'd eat a couple petals or something, but she was a trooper, ate the whole head in one bite, then took lots of little bites along the stem like num 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 num. 2 mouthfuls and the whole thing was gone. The next day somebody was telling their parents about it and they informed us that daffodils are poisonous, and if she hadn't thrown up she might have had to go to the hospital. Still pretty gutted I never got to lick her leg, and anything else that might have led to, but at least the prospect of that wasn't what caused the vomiting. We were playing Truth or Dare in college at a friend's apartment at a party. In the Truth or Dare room, it was made clear that no one is in a relationship in here. The one couple was cool with it because they were swingery like that. I was dared to kiss the guy's girlfriend. It was a really good kiss. The best first kiss I ever had with a person. Usually the first kiss is alright, and you work on it with the other person to make it better, but our lips and techniques matched up perfectly the first time, and the kiss went on way longer than it should have for a game. Anyways, she dumped him like a week later because she said that kiss made her realize she wanted to be with other people. At family and friends' Christmas party, everybody was pretty tipsy and they start playing Truth or Dare. My aunt tells my uncle to do a lap around the house without clothes. He does. She locks the doors and leaves him out there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and don't forget to watch our other videos.